Sarah Josepha Hale. Why was she called the Mother of Thanksgiving? By Lanisha Tabb and Naomi O'Brien. To many Americans, the image of Pilgrims and Native Americans gathering for a meal is what is pictured when thinking of Thanksgiving. There was a feast, but they didn't call it Thanksgiving. In 1621, the Pilgrims had come to America, where the natives were already living. Many of them died from starvation because they did not know how to grow any food. So the Pilgrims didn't know how to grow any food. Squanto, or Tisquantum. The Wampanoag tribe, and specifically a man named Tisquantum, helped the Pilgrims by showing them how to grow crops and hunt. The Pilgrims decided to call him Squanto. Tisquantum could speak English because he had been kidnapped when he was a boy and sold into slavery. He learned the language so that he could escape, and he did. A day of thanks. Because the natives helped them plant crops, they had lots of food during the harvest. Having a day of thanks wasn't a new concept for the natives or the Pilgrims. If they were victorious or felt like they were given a special blessing, then they would have a day of thanks to celebrate. This time, they had a big reason to celebrate after they grew all of that food, so a feast was held. Unfortunately, not many more friendly encounters or feasts were held between the natives and the English. They did not recognize it as a holiday. In fact, it would be nearly another 200 years before it would be a national holiday in the United States. In 1776, the Continental Congress declared a day of thanks because they defeated the British. After that, people started to have a day of thanks yearly, but the dates varied by weeks and even months. A magazine editor named Sarah Josepha Hale had written hundreds of letters to governors, ministers, newspaper editors, and to 5 U.S. presidents with one request, that the last Thursday in November be set aside to offer to God our tribute of joy and gratitude for the blessings of the year. She campaigned for Thanksgiving for over 35 years. And a fun fact about Sarah is that she's also the author of the nursery rhyme, Mary Had a Little Lamb. Around 1860, America was headed for war, and President Abraham Lincoln decided to listen to Sarah's idea. She had convinced him in a letter to make it a national holiday in the hopes of it bringing the country together. He made it a national holiday because of her. She did not give up, and it paid off. That's what we call perseverance. Sarah was the editor for one of the most popular magazines in the United States at that time, Godey's Lady Book. Women all over the country read this magazine. It was in the magazine that she began to celebrate. She began to spread her ideas for the ideal Thanksgiving by writing columns about this special day that she called Thanksgiving. To make it popular, she decided to embellish the spirit of the feast that happened in 1621 and use that as the inspiration for Thanksgiving. Sarah used her magazine to teach people how to do Thanksgiving. She decided to publish a set of recipes for this Thanksgiving dinner idea. She published early recipes for turkey, dressing, and pumpkin pie, among other things. People decided to take part in this holiday, and because of Sarah, a new American tradition was born. This is one of the reasons so many people make similar dishes on Thanksgiving. Think about the dishes that you eat usually on Thanksgiving. Are they similar to what Sarah had with turkey, dressing, and pumpkin pie?